Sup flappers, welcome back to another video. As you see from the title thumbnail, probably know exactly what this is going to be about. Alright, I live streamed yesterday. I talked about this topic actually in depth for up to an hour. So if you guys want to know more of what I think, not that like it matters or anything, if you're just curious as to the breakdown of this current situation, go watch that. Alright, today I'm gonna kind of summarize everything for you. I wanted to use the VOD for that to cut it down, but there's just way too much stuff that I talked about. So I guess essentially this is gonna be more of a summary video. What's going on with the community right now? What has happened? And will this actually affect the game whatsoever? Alright, let's talk about all this. So first and foremost, this is all started from I think a day or two ago. Twanto Dish along with Tectone, right, they kind of spearheaded this whole thing regarding the community toxicity discussion, and I just want to address it in a way that's, you know, both respecting the content creators who have talked about it as well as the community of Genshin Impact. As much as I also have gripes with how people behave, you guys will see very quickly why I think we have to do this properly as opposed to getting too emotional over everything. All right, so what happened with Twanto and Dish was speaking out on Twitter and saying that they've had enough, something has happened, somebody crossed a boundary, right? Somebody overstepped the line here, and death threats are being sent to the content creators. Now, do note, this isn't something new. Content creators as big as Twanto and Dish, like Tectone, Mtash, they most likely get harassment on a daily basis. It's just nowadays it's gotten so much worse, and it's very difficult to filter out the negativity when it's so loud, essentially. So what's going on with Tectone as well as Mtash, you guys see in his most recent video, people are very outspoken nowadays, and they are banding together, going after people in a way where it's not that they're trying to be progressive, it's not that they're trying to help the general public or general player base. They are out to prove a point, right? These people, they are doing this not because they want to help people. They're doing this to pick on something, to nitpick on something, to point at something and say, you got it wrong, or hey, that's wrong. Mathematically, theoretically, it doesn't add up. That statement is not entirely accurate to the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. This whole concept of truth that they're after, mathematical truth, this is where it all starts. The purpose of these people doing what they do, harassing people, and I understand the thing regarding Mtash and the thing regarding Dish and Twanto and Tectone, they're wildly different. However, it all stems from one point, and that is that literally there's nothing to do in game right now. And I talked about this on stream yesterday, saying, if you guys think for a second, right now, if Genshin Impact has Sumeru or whatever, or is populated with content for creators to talk about, for players to go and experience, do you really think people would go out of their way to be this toxic and hostile and harass others online? It's because there's no content in the game. 80% of the problems comes from 20% of the people. So all this negativity, all this noise you guys are hearing, it's all coming from 20% of the player base, and they are screaming the loudest, they're the most active. And this actually, you might think, well, that's actually weird, because I believe that Genshin Impact is a game that's designed for more matured audience, like adults, people who are already working. How come there are so many kids then? Well, here's the thing, right? People who work full-time jobs, who play the game, who wail on the game, these people, oftentimes they're outside working, right? And also, even if they're not whales, these working class people, they spend very little time on Genshin, and Genshin actually is a very small portion of their lives. You see these people who are on Reddit, who are in YouTube comment sections, who are in 5 different discords, always talking about Genshin. You have to understand, the difference is, to one group of people, Genshin is a part of their lives. And to this other group of people, Genshin is their life. Their life revolves around the Genshin Impact, as opposed to the normal way is the Genshin Impact revolves around these people's lives. So now these 20% people in the minority, where their lives revolve around Genshin Impact, of course, they're going to get worked up and hostile and much more emotional when something they don't like or something that doesn't align with their belief is said or presented to them, because it actively attacks everything that they stand for. Remember, to these people, Genshin is everything. They've devoted themselves, they revolved everything around Genshin Impact, right? It's very dangerous. It's because a lot of these people are just kids. They're young people. They're still developing. They are either struggling at certain points in their life, and then they've decided that, hey, I'm gonna pour everything I got into Genshin Impact because maybe they got lucky with the 5-star, and they're like, hey, I'm actually ahead of all these other people. I got really lucky, so now I'm gonna devote everything to it because it's all I have. This is the chance I can be somebody. Right? Going online, sharing their input regarding Genshin accounts or sharing their own Genshin accounts. Hey, I'm free to play, right? There's somebody here. There is something of substance to them here. So when people go out of their way to also not harass, but like attack these people, of course they're going to respond in a hostile way. But at the same time, they are jumping on every opportunity to stand out, right? Case in point being the video MTash released talking about Yaimiko's new weapon. There's nothing fundamentally wrong about it. Is it completely 100% factually correct? Of course not. Nobody is that worked up over a video game, people. And yes, he overlooked certain possibilities and certain functionalities of that weapon. And then, of course, these people, these 20% of people, they see it as an opportunity. It's like, it's my time to fucking shine. All right, I can be somebody here. I can show everyone in the comment section how, big brain I am. And then they're, of course, going to go in, use this as an opportunity to essentially, they're going to do their best to flex. And I understand a large portion of people who comment as well just want to remind or want to point out an interesting fact, but you guys have to understand, some of you are devoted, right, math guides, like theory people. You guys go hard on this stuff. It's the same thing with my writing video. You guys may be the more factually correct one here, but damn, is it hard to convince other people with your methods that you are right. When you convince other people, when you share information, you have to do it in a way that's open for discussion, that's open for interpretation. You don't shut things off. Because my question to you is, what is your goal in leaving a comment? Like, let's use MTash's video, leaving a comment saying, oh, well, it works on Lisa. What is the point? Are you saying, hey, you're wrong? Are you saying, hey, you forgot to mention this? Right, this also works. Or it's saying you're stupid. What is the goal in leaving a comment like that? Right, what are you looking to gain? Like, there's a action and then there's a reaction, right? And I can guarantee you most of these people don't really know what they're even trying to do. They're just doing it out of impulse. So talking about the community as a whole, saying, hey, the community is toxic, the community is like, I don't think the majority of the community is toxic. I think a small portion of the community is toxic, but this small portion of community are young people who have plenty of time to spend on the internet, and they choose to actively spend a lot of their time on the internet in discussions or actively searching for ways they could have input into certain topics and subject matters. Take away Genshin, most of these people won't even know what to talk about on a daily basis. That's the current situation. And of course, they religiously, I'm talking religiously, follow math theory crafter channels, and they themselves are really into the whole nitty-gritty 100% to the dot efficiency and ways to play the game. That's why they are so worked up when someone else shares any information that is not accurate to their findings. And of course, MTash, Dish, Twanto, Tectone, me, a lot of these content creators, we're not the math kind of people. We're not out here, min-maxing every little aspect of our games and our advices. However, we are people who play the game, who shares a passion for the game and just want to share our opinion. And I think this word it's so overused that people don't even really know what it means anymore. Like, really, comment, do you know what an opinion is? You are entitled to your opinion, we are entitled to our opinion, of course, but that doesn't mean I have to be an asshole or you have to be a jerk when you're delivering your opinion. Nobody would want to engage with you if the first thing you say is you're an idiot or you're stupid, or you negate something, or you refuse, deny something they've put forth. You want a conversation to start on equal grounds. So I want to commend everybody here. If you're watching and you're one of these people, like, you might have a high IQ, you might be smart, but damn, your EQ is fucking abysmally low, people. Like you have to understand, you're like, I don't need EQ, I just need a big brain, I just need to sound smart, I just need to know what I know. Why do I need EQ? Why do I need to socialize with these other people? It's like, well, then if that's what you think, then I know time is gonna fix this, right? Here's the thing, Tectone, MTash, a lot of people, they're raising awareness, but you're not gonna change these people. We've all been there. We've all been kids, we've all been teenagers, we've all wanted to be edgy at some point in our life, and eventually it's a phase. They will get over it. Some don't, but like most will. So just give it time. People, trust me, you're watching this, you're thinking this guy's full of shit, right? Like, I don't care what he says. Trust me, I've been there. We've all been there. You're gonna think back one day and be like, man, I was a fucking asshole. Like, I was annoying as hell. You're gonna come back one day and think just like that, because we've all been there. All right, so with that said, maybe treat your boredom with something else as opposed to being a pretentious dickwad on the internet. Maybe try going outside, maybe try a different game, maybe try to ease off on the whole Reddit grind or whatever it is that most of these people partake in. I do hope that going forward, more content comes to Genshin Impact so these people can devote their passion in a different manner, right? Like, just maybe translate this energy into something more positive. Thank you guys for watching. If you watched all the way till here, I just want you to leave a little secret comment below called Tabby, right? Tabby. Just comment Tabby in your comments, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't be an asshole, right? Peace. Bye.